Ryan, sometimes, folks that are totally focused on maybe more like traditional views of mission work, where they're initially learning the local language, learning the culture, and they're doing ministry from the very beginning and initially in the local language. I think sometimes they'll hear what we're saying and they'll think, oh, so you're saying with globalization, nobody should learn a local language. Nobody should ever live in a city and just deal with the indigenous culture. Everybody should just do everything in English. Well, of course, we're not saying that. What we're trying to say is that just like in the days of the New Testament, like Acts chapter 14, that God can do things in a lot of different ways. And sometimes you see the gospel going into a place for the first time in the local language. Sometimes, like I think happened in Acts chapter 14 among the Lycaonian language speakers, you have the gospel established in a trade language, and then presumably, from what we can tell from history, then people who spoke the local language got converted, and then they scattered all over that part of the world here in Turkey, which is where I am. And they scattered all over, and you begin to see churches in the local language within, 10 or 20 years of the churches being established in Derby and in Iconium and in those places. So, and I think we're trying to encourage people to say, hey, this is a thing worth doing along with a lot of the other things we're doing.